well.
Okay, look at this. Look at the size of that necklace and how well those earrings go back to it.
Well, it really does. I mean, it stands proud. It looks gorgeous. It's the right size. It's not overbearing, but it really does get noticed whether you have longer hair or shorter hair. And then just that kiss of the turquoise at the top, right?
I like that, the kiss.
It's the kiss.
But that's what I like. And you know, you can see, look how that necklace stands out, but you can really see the turquoise. You see that turquoise really talks to you also. You can, your eyes go right to it. It's
What's
very
it saying,
vibrant.
Jay?
It's saying buy me. Or wear me. You know, one of the cool things, and Margaret too, you know, I don't want to, you know, but just like Margaret, what did she say? She says, when I go outside, I get so many compliments.
Yes.
So many people stop it. And I've witnessed this, okay? I got to tell you, it is a phenomenon. You know, when I go out with somebody and they're wearing, they're either wearing one of my designs or my wife, a lot of times, she'll be wearing something. And it's so strange because people sometimes come up and I think, oh, they recognize me, you know? And it's really kind of humiliating. It lets you really down when they go right to the necklace and they say, oh my gosh, that's a beautiful necklace. And they don't know you from Adam, you know? Well, in your case, you are Adam. But you know, it's like you always go, oh, you know, they probably recognize, you know, my work and everything. But, you know, it's really humbling when they go to the necklace or they go to the earrings or they point out, or they'll say, my gosh, where did you get that? What is it? And I think that's the biggest compliment that anybody who manufactures, designs jewelry, that's probably the biggest compliment anybody can give to you. But what I like, and here again, like I always say, have a budget, don't break the bank, but if you can, all of these, when they're made, okay, now, this isn't something, we don't have a line. What we do is we make the jewelry when we only make a few hundred or whatever we decide to make, right?
Yeah.
When those are gone, I don't remake that. So I'm not going to come back and remake that ring. I'm not going to remake those earrings, okay? Just so everybody knows. We make a very limited amount of them, and then when they're done, they're done. And that's really kind of what Mind Finds is all about, because we always want you to have something new and different.
Yeah.
And also, we want things that you're not going to find anywhere else out there in the market. But what I love is how you turn, okay, look at the finish on this, okay? Where do you get a finish like that? They're all individually handcrafted. This is all handcrafted from sterling silver sheet material,
beautiful,
which has been put together by our silversmiths. And then all the lapidary work is done from the natural rough materials by hand, using only simple hand tools and very basic lapidary equipment. That's how everything is done. It's all done from scratch.
Stay right there for yours. Thank you for your orders. $79.90. Remembering $5 to ship your entire cart tonight. If you bought the amber necklace, if you bought the amethyst necklace, just $5. I mean, I don't want to influence anybody's decisions, but if I was maybe shopping tonight, I'd consider ordering maybe this amethyst heart necklace with the amber necklace that we featured earlier, which obviously is kind of blown everybody away. Jay, you really did, and I appreciate it so much. You outdid yourself tonight with all of these spectacular pieces. So take a quick look at this amber necklace. You'll see that it's the biggest one we've done in years. Just so